Well, I know that getting focused can be an issue. I am the world's biggest procrastinator, if I'm allowed. And I have learned a few tips and techniques. And these little tips, I hope, will help you avoid the mistakes I used to make way better now. There's something called the Pomodoro technique. And what I have here is a tomato-shaped kitchen timer. Why do I have that? This was a technique developed by Francesco Cirillo. He was a student, and he was having trouble managing to accomplish his university assignments. And I'm sure those of you who've taken courses, you know that that's familiar. And so what he did was he used a kitchen timer shaped like a tomato. So Pomodoro is the Italian word for tomato. And what he did was noodle around with how long could he focus to then have a quick break and then refocus and make that last all day. What he found was that 25 minutes was the ideal time for him. So 25 minutes when everything else was off his desk, he would work on his assignment, and you can work on your project. He would have a notepad somewhere or another document open just to catch anything that flipped in his mind, just to capture it, but then made his brain let it go, focus back on what he was doing. And he found that 25-minute bursts of work, 3 to 5 minute break, and do that 4 times. And he calls each one of those 25-minute sections a Pomodoro. 4 Pomodoros, and then a longer break, 30 minutes to an hour. Now, in each break, and the breaks are really important, you need to have a stretch, you need to get up out of your chair, maybe get a glass of water, and then come back and refocus. But the breaks are critical. It's very tempting to go on past the break. If you find you're constantly going on past the break, try making them a longer Pomodoro, maybe 40 minutes for you, and then a 5-minute break. Just play around with it. If you don't want to call it a Pomodoro, just work on chunking things down and having some time that you know is going to be uninterrupted. Tell everybody else what you're doing. I'm going to work uninterrupted for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 25 minutes, 40 minutes. So they all know that they're not to interrupt you. And I think you'll find that this is a really great way for staying focused. So for other tips and resources, check the links below the video. Thanks for watching.